back out here at Beck's Travel Plaza, where you only have, let's see, Jake, basically 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
To get the free 32-ounce fountain soda and a $1 Jake's favorite.
Oh, my goodness. That breakfast pizza, unbelievable. Just unbelievable.
Out here at Beck's Travel Plaza, open 24 hours, 365 days a year. Stopped in, Coach Mack has stopped in once again, as always, every Saturday morning, and Coach has brought in a couple juniors. Dane Eimer and Austin Brummett have joined him, and we'll get to the players in just a little bit, Coach. But, one, thanks for stopping in again this morning, and as we were just talking off air, a tough one last night.
Yeah, a hard-fought battle, and it's kind of what we expected and been preparing for all week, and came out and very proud of the effort that our guys put forth out there, and a lot of them banged up and worn out this morning, and that's really the way it should be. That means that they played real hard.
You throw senior night on top of that, and I'm sure it was a little more emotional than normal, barring a extra going for two to win it. And you don't get it, lose by one on senior night, and plus seniors know that was the last time they'll suit up at Halen Field.
Yeah, and again, we had talked about that all week, and they were pretty pumped up for it. And our underclassmen, our juniors and sophomores on the sideline were extremely excited and pumped up for that game, and wanted to send the seniors off with a last home win, and felt like the morale of the team was great, and preparation before the game, and again, just came up short there at the end.
Give us an overview of the game. What worked well, what went wrong. Some of those things that as you get done with the game and you look back and kind of give an overview of what happened.
Well, I felt the defense played great. I mean, pretty much the whole game. They had the halfback pass that got overhead for their score there in the third quarter, and defense made some big plays. We had several tackles for losses. 3 or 4 turnovers, a couple interceptions, a couple fumble recoveries. That really came to play. We're very aggressive in attacking the ball. Offensively, we moved the ball. We had about 300 yards of rushing. Weren't as efficient with our passing game as we would have liked to be, but felt like our offensive line was getting off the ball well. Had too many penalties. That hurt us. That hurt some of our drives. We had, I think, five penalties for about 45, 50 yards of offensive penalties that definitely stalls the drive when you're moving.
And that's as I was reading some of the articles this morning, and that was one of the maybe bigger plays. I think it was maybe in the third, and you would know more, third or fourth, and you were, I think, 3rd and 4, and somehow a penalty happened, and then moved it back to 3rd and 15, where you had to then punt, or 4th or something. Just go over that play, Coach.
The one in the red zone,
right?
Or
the one that pushed you back and had to end up having to punt instead of I think it was 3rd and 4. In the red zone.
Okay. Yeah. We were down and actually had an offsides play called, and got 3 or 4 of those guys to jump, and basically we have an offsides play where we're not going to snap the ball, and if they don't jump, then we've got a play called that we reset to, and 3 or 4 of their guys jump, and unfortunately we jumped also, or one of our guys jumped, and so that pushed us back into a totally different situation.
Right. Coming into the game, Taylorville, record-wise, very similar to ours. Did you think that you'd be able to run the ball as much as you did, and they have here 52 times for 297 yards, or did you try and get the pass going a little more?
Well, I mean, again, that's what we expected, and we would have liked to have thrown the ball a little more, and if we're able to be more efficient and spread them out and throwing the ball, it's going to open up the inside run game a little more, but felt like we were able to run the ball, just weren't able to stick it in the end zone as much as we would have liked to.
That's a 2 scores by Taylorville. Cody Kreitz was a 50-yard pass from Austin. Is that the one I think you said where they got behind us? Yeah. Then Lincoln scored on a Garrett Cooper 4-yard run. The kick failed. Cody Kreitz was a 10-yard pass from Seth Trulock. They kick was and then Schlater runs in for the last touchdown of the game, Coach. And maybe as we talked off air, you said it's funny how one play can leave you on cloud 9 or put you in the dumpster when you leave the stadium, and that's exactly what happened. You guys wanted to go for 2. The kids wanted to go for 2. Talk us through that huddle and what went wrong. Did the guys kind of call up the play, or did you have that called already?
Well, we had when we got the situation, and the coaching staff on the sideline was very encouraging to let's go for it, let's end it, win it right here, and again we had been able to move the ball and felt like we were able to pick up 4 to 6 yards and had done that pretty successfully throughout the game, and so we go out and talk to the kids, before the overtime, and kind of run that by them, and it was pretty unanimous and a very assertive. Yeah, let's go for it. We're going to stick it in right here. We want to win it right here, and it's hard to be hard to tell a bunch of seniors out there on the field that no, we're gonna try to kick it here, and our previous kick was not good, was almost blocked and then missed it, and was just really, to be honest, we felt more confident of sticking it in with a play than kicking it.
And that play is, did you have that play already designed up? I mean, coming into that kind of situation, was that you've got it written down on your sheet as far as plays as, hey, we're giving it to so-and-so and he's going right up the middle and we're going to run off our best offensive lineman, our biggest guy, and we're just going to push like crazy?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like that. It's a play where we've got Andy Cruz, which is one of our best north and south runners. He's going behind our biggest lineman, like you said. We've got a motion going, so often it can kind of pull some outside and inside backers, get them moving to the outside a little bit. And then we've got a lead blocker. One of our strongest, toughest kids, Zach Slater, going through the hole also. Mm-hmm. And they did a great job of stopping us short.
And that they did. The Railers fall on senior night 13-12. Leading the way in the rushing department for the Railers was Zach Schlater, 21 rushes for 110 yards. Andy Cruz, 14 rushes for 75 yards. James Leisinger, 6 for 4. Garrett Cooper, 9 for 107. And Moses Rogers, 2 for 1 yard. Coach, coming up, I think it's Thursday night?
Yes.
Thursday night, which is a little different, throws a little wrinkle in your schedule, I'm assuming, as far as maybe and Griffin also, they're playing on a Thursday night. That's at Springfield?
Yes, at Memorial.
At Memorial Stadium on a Thursday night at what time? Same kick time? Same kick time? Okay. And how come they moved? Did that move to a Thursday?
I'm really not positive on that. Haven't gotten a clear-cut answer on it. We're thinking that they moved that to Thursday, maybe because either Lanphier or Southeast are playing on Friday. And usually when that's the occurrence, the game would be pushed back to a Saturday.
Yeah.
And maybe they wanted to play on Thursday, to give them more preparation for playoff times, or
I've got a feeling that your second answer is the one.
Yeah, that's do
a little more scouting.
I'm trying to be nice.
I like your second answer a little bit, but Coach Griffin, obviously a power, studs on their team. They beat the number 1 team in 4A last night, 47-0, and you'll have your work cut out for you for next week.
Sure. Oh yeah, and again, we've talked about the kids a lot this year, and I think this group is the kind that it's true with. I think they like a challenge, and what a better challenge to end the season with one of the best teams in the state.
Yeah, what about coming in on your last game? You don't win senior night, but you go in on a Thursday and beat Griffin. I like the sound of that even better.
That sounds better.
That would make up for
the whole season. Yeah. Anything.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Just beating Griffin, regardless of what team it would be. Okay. Hey, we got a couple juniors in here, right, Coach? Juniors?
Yes.
Okay. Dane Eimer. Dane, thanks for stopping in.
Thanks for having me.
Dane, what position do you play for the Railers?
Free safety and wide receiver.
Free safety and wide receiver. Dane's still a little groggled up, a little sore. Hasn't woken up yet, but we're moving. Coach's going to have him run some sprints here before we take off. Last night, no question asked. You knew you were going for it right away?
Yeah. The coaches on the sideline decided, telling everyone else that we're going for 2. I mean, I was ready to go out there for 1, but 2 sounded a lot better, winning the game, going out there.
Okay.
Sounded good.
And you're a junior this year, wide receiver, free safety. Give us, you've got, of course, next year also. Do you play any other sports at Lincoln?
Yeah, I play basketball and baseball.
Okay, good. And of course, you've got next year too. But Griffin coming in this weekend or this week on Thursday, is it going to be any bit of a change for you, throwing you off from a usual Friday to a Thursday?
It shouldn't be too much. It shouldn't be too hard. I mean, it's different playing on a Thursday, but it's still a football game that we got to go out and play hard as we can.
You'll have your pregame meal one day earlier, I guess. That's about it.
We're actually going to have just kind of a pregame snack right after school on Thursday.
Pregame snack. Okay. All right. And then you'll head to Griffin. What do you look forward most when you play Griffin?
Probably just go out there, give it our all, see if we can get an upset,
Sure. Dane, thanks for coming in. Hand that mic over to Austin Brummett. Austin, what position do you play?
Offensive tackle.
Offensive tackle, so you're the big guy in the trenches, the one that was pushing last night for that 2-point conversion. You were one of those guys pushing. Were you up for the challenge of going for 2 last night?
Yes, I felt good that our offensive line, we were pushing all night, and I felt good on the 2-point conversion. And
you got to give credit sometimes to the other team too.
Yeah.
They're pushing just as hard as you are too. Austin, give us one of your highlights this year. While you've been on the football team this year.
Probably the Landfear game when we ran it in with no time left on the clock to win the game. That was probably the biggest play I've been in.
Okay, and you're an offensive lineman, so you like to see scores from the running backs. Are you rather a pass blocker or a run blocker?
I like them both, as long as I can get underneath the other guy's pads and drive them back, or block for a Lysinger, whichever works. And
have you got those pancakes written down? Have you had any of those this year?
Yeah, I've had a few. I don't have them written down.
Oh, you don't have? I thought you'd keep that.
We've seen a few on film of him.
Good,
here,
okay.
Especially the last few games.
So he's not lying.
No, he's not
He's
lying.
got them.
Yeah.
All right, good. Austin, one thing that you're looking forward to this game Thursday night?
They're a good team, and I like to go out and play competitive with them and just show them that Lincoln Rather football, we can play hard and good.
Good. Austin, thanks for coming in, and good luck for the rest of the season and next year.
Thank you.
Coach, get the guys ready as always, and we'll hopefully have you back here on the cheap seats next Saturday after an upset win against Griffin.
Sounds great. Thanks
All right.
for having us.
No problem. Coach Mack, free safety and wide receiver Dane Eimer, and offensive tackle Austin Brummett have joined us in the cheap seat out here at Beck's Travel Plaza. No more 32-ounce sodas are free, and no more $1 breakfast pizzas, Jake. Hey, get ready, Coach. Before you go, real quick, Illinois or Ohio State today?
Illinois, go Illini.
Illinois. I got 28-21. Jake's got
what is it? 20-16.
2016. Coach.
34-21.
Oh, high scoring. 34-21. Illini win. Hey, we'll see you next Saturday from Beck's Travel Plaza. Josh Komnick, the furniture guy, Jake Johnston, Coach Mack. I want to thank everybody for stopping in, everybody for calling in. We'll see you next week after an Illinois win.